Okay, so this video is framing knowledge questions number 2, answers. Okay, so here's the 5 questions. I'll be giving the answers, explaining the answers if need be. Okay, number 1, the sill sealer is used as a barrier against what? Okay, first of all, where is the sill sealer? You have a foundation wall, and then on top of the foundation, or you have an anchor bolt in the foundation, and then first thing you put on is a sill sealer. A sill sealer is a thin piece of insulation before you put on your sill plate. Okay, so here's your mud sill, and then below that is the sill sealer. Okay, what is the sill sealer there? Keeps bugs out, because your concrete is never level. Keeps the air and the dirt out. Okay, so that's the main thing the sill sealer does. It's a barrier against dirt, air, and bugs. Okay, the sill sealer will look like this. It's just a thin piece of insulation that goes underneath the sill. Okay. Question number 2. Anchor bolts are spaced how far apart and how far from the end? If you have a wall, you're going to have an anchor bolt 12 inches from that direction, 12 inches from this direction, 12 inches from the end, and then a maximum of 6 feet between them. Okay, so you can put as many in there as you want, but you can't go past 6 feet, and you have to have one at least 12 inches from the end of a corner and the end of a wall. Okay. Number 3, built-up beam splices. If you're building a built-up beam, you always have splices. So when you attach the next board, the distance from this splice to this splice should be a minimum of 4 feet. Okay, and then you should have a minimum of 4 feet to that one. So if you're using 8-footers, it's simple. If you're using 16-footers, you got more room to play with, but the distance is 4 feet. Okay, nailing pattern for the built-up beam. So you have your board, and this is the side of your built-up beam. You're going to nail it These nails are 32 inches apart. So you start 16 inches in on the bottom. So you got one in the corner and then 32 inches. You probably put one in the corner, maybe a couple more there. But then you'll go 16, 32, 32, 32 inches, not feet. Okay, so 16 inches alternating top to bottom. Okay, and the last question, number 5, 2 ways to nail solid bridging. I'm going to erase this so I have room to draw. So you have floor joists. So the 2 methods are in line. So you would chalk a line and then they would all be in one line. And then the other method is chalking a line and then you would alternate sides. So here's your blocking, there's your blocking. Makes it easier to nail through the ends. Whereas this up here, you can nail this through the end and you'd have to angle your nails into that one, nail through the end, nail through that one. So it kind of makes it easier if they're offset just to nail in the ends. Okay, so those are the 5 questions for or answers for framing knowledge question number 2.